Howdy ho! It's a quick little vid here. I just got in the mail today this Renovo Oasis, and this is a kind of a documentary type deal, I guess, for my info and to show Renovo if they want to see it. But I used this, the bottle adapter, on this piece here. I'm kind of trying to do this one-handed, and I thought with the added traction that it'd be easy to untwist this adapter here, which is this piece right here. This is the piece that came out of it. So you see the tabs snapped off. There are these two pieces. Just a second. I'm dropping everything all over. There are these two pieces here. Excuse me. And I thought it'd be no trouble. I think if they just dropped a couple pieces down here to latch on here. But yeah, it cracked it, and then I touched it and it snapped right off. Then the same thing happened when I tried it again with one of these pieces, to where there'd be four of these on there, and I heard them crack, so I'm just waiting for them to snap off. I don't know how they tested these things, but mine just came out of the box and broke, so I was pretty upset when the when the Kickstarter failed, but I'm kind of glad it did at the moment. But I did get it out. I used my pliers and just put the needle nose in here and here. Of course, to untwist it, I had to push up against the tabs here and here, and then to twist it back on, I was able to latch onto these little plastic prongs here and here. So it went on pretty tight fit. And this here, the fill, this loose fill, I really like this a lot. It was one of the biggest things I wanted, otherwise I just would have bought the Sawyer. But I took this paper clip and I had to clean out the threads to make it easier to screw on so I didn't snap something else. But on the other one, this piece here, I don't know if I don't spill it. Yeah, bugger. As you see, the threads just love that fill medium, the carbon. But anyhow, this piece here, they cut a piece here and shoved it in, and then this little prong, it's got these pieces, these compression fits here, but there's no lip in there for them to snap into, so it just high quality production here. Piece just goes right in, and then there's just a little, kind of doing this inside so I don't have the best lighting. It's got this little whatever you call that this piece just kind of pushes into. That's all it is a compression fit. Seems to stay in okay. I guess pushed up against the medium would be alright. One place I can already see where this thing failed is, I don't know if you can see it, but right here, see in there, you can see right through. Basically, let me take this back out. Basically, it's just this piece here. I mean, the hole wise. See how big them holes are? That's how the holes are in here. And you can see what kind of debris could get up in this thing. So there's no pre-filter. And that's kind of hard to believe. There's no pre-filter for this, so you can get all kinds of particulate up in there. It's just not going to backwash out of there unless you unscrew this. And then backwash it out and rinse it out. Okay. Didn't think of this a second ago, but this would be the place to put the little pre-filter. Put a little piece of foam in there. Open cell foam. Then screw it right into the end there. That'd be perfect, actually. I don't know why that wasn't part of this system. Yeah, that'd be a real decent, should be a real decent particulate filter. Larger particulate filter, that is. Okay. So a couple of things I threw together real quick. It's a small piece of open polyurethane, or open foam. I don't think it's urethane, but this is actually a piece of spare bulb came out of my mag light. Yeah, I just cut it. It's actually a perfect diameter. Trying to watch through the camera. It's the perfect diameter to go in there. Hilarious. That, as you see, it's still got a hole in there. And I could lay it down, cut a circle for it to push down in there, which would probably work okay. Put a couple of them down in there. But I've already tested this, and it works just fine with suction and whatnot, just by pushing her down in there. So I believe that's what I'll be playing with it with. And also, I can get it in there better with two hands. Also, this is just some jute twine. I just opened up and fluffed up, and then wadded back up. And that works good too. I drew on it pretty good. With hard suction, and it doesn't suck up inside the holes when you're using it as a filter. So I guess in a pinch, if you're carrying jute twine or whatever, or even primitive fibers would probably work. But just a couple things I just thought of real quick. But I'll get some better foam and cut it to fit this. So, but for now, this will work. Later. But so what I'd like to see is a pre-filter, some kind of a pre-filter right here. Room in here, inside here, and this piece right here that screws in, you can unscrew it with your hand. Actually, this one, thank God. I hope this video comes out okay. But it's the same piece as this piece here, and this is the extra piece that they send, so that you can do an inline adapter. Well, that's what I want to do. I want to do the inline adapter with the carbon filter. The carbon filter had the tab piece on there, so I took the good tab piece off, put it on my HF module, and now I'm going to screw this piece, this inline adapter, on here. And I had to take off the little pre-filter, if you will, and put on there. Thought about doing something like that on this one here, but it won't stand. There's no compression fit with the fill. So this here doesn't snap in. There's no little indentation. I don't know if you can see or not, but there's no indentation in here along the bottom. Back here, there's no little slits to where this piece here will snap in. So without compression, something pushing on the backside like the fill medium, this little pre-filter would just pop right out. If I snap this on the, as you can see, it'll fit on this piece here, which I'm putting it on now, but it'll be pushed up against that fill, so it'll work. But it's just a little bit disheartening. My heart just sunk on the floor when them tabs broke. Man, I've been waiting for this. I don't know how I got it. I got real lucky getting it off there. What do they call it? On the little paper they sent here. Welcome to the Oasis product development team. I'm just nobody, man. These specialists there couldn't figure this out. Yeah, I'm ragging, and that's just the way it's going to be, because somebody doing all that this company's done to try to get this to market can't figure out these little things. They need to be ragged on. I'm sorry, but actually I'm not sorry. But anyhow, I was going somewhere with it. That's where I was going with my train of thought a second ago. They need some kind of a little tool. Some kind of a little tool adapter. Maybe I've already said that. They can probably be incorporated in something like this here. That is, if you carry this. If you don't carry this, then that might not work. But just some kind of a tool adapter that you can set in here, and it won't push up against the. It won't push against the tab itself. For some reason, it was. I don't know if it'll come into focus, but if I can not shake. Down inside there, that plastic goes solid all the way down in to the bottom there. It's got a little bit of all these newfangled cameras. There we go. Something that reaches down in there and is away from the tab to where you can unscrew and screw these back in. I mean, you really wouldn't have to do it much, because I can still use this as a straw and everything. So, with the 2 inline, using the HF and the carbon. But anyway, take care. Granted, this is a prototype, but just now trying to put it together, there's no O-ring right here on this second piece that came as a spare, or came for the inline adapter. There's no O-ring on it. Goes right here where this little groove is. So I guess I'll pop this one off, put it on there. I really like this. There needs to be something figured out for it though. Anyways, just a quick little vid, if nothing else, for myself. Try to keep track of all this. But this is gonna be screwed on for inline, and an adapter will be put on there, and so this will be, I'll have this and then the carbon filter hooked on, and then the inline, so that way I can use it for inline and for a straw, if you will. And I personally don't think this is too big at all. I mean, you go any smaller, you're going to have a Renovo Oasis, or not an Oasis, you're going to have a Renovo Trio. So lots of space here, lots of open space between here and here. And as you see, this inside piece is hollow that screws in there. This piece, these two are the same. So there's enough room to get a filter. Or, excuse me, a pre-filter in there. So I'm going to try to come up with something. Cut a little piece of foam or something. I think that's what I'm going to do. Just cut a little piece of foam and try to finagle it in there somehow for a pre-filter, so that I can keep all the larger particulate out of inside of here. Of course, I'm not familiar with this type of filter yet, so anyhow, just a quick vid. I haven't been doing many vids, or any vids really lately. I just haven't been in the mood. Just that time of the year, I guess. Yeah, haha. Anyway, talk at you later. I hope some of you other guys got some of these filters to test out. I can't wait to see your vids too. Anyway, take care. Bye. And there she is, ready for action. I just can't use the big mouthpiece now. Not on the full thing. If I take the carbon off, then I'll be able to use the mouthpiece just on this by itself. Just like so. And every time it cracks, it scares me. These damn tabs don't break off. And then I'll be able to use this piece here. There's no inside tabs on this, so wait a minute, it screws on like this. It screws on both. You screw it on both ways, but there's no inside tabs or tabs that come down like on this piece here. So you gotta be careful because you're putting more pressure just on these two. I just turned it inside out from before. Dropped it inside a bottle, or keep it on the outside of the bottle.